Hey Sarnia, I'm Katie Horvath. This show is called Into the City and I'm here today with Dan Harding. Dan is looking for your votes in the next upcoming Sarnia municipal election. He's trying to become a city councillor. Dan, thank you so much for coming in today and chatting with me. I appreciate it. So for those who haven't yet had a chance to meet with you yet, could you tell us about yourself and why you decided to run this year for council?
Sure, yes. Coming from a large family and owning a large company in Sarnia, I'm employing 30 people. And servicing the whole valley in the coverall and uniform business. Having a number of kids and grandkids with me along the side. I'm a family person, and I'm frustrated at City Hall as a business owner, and this is why I've chosen to run.
Okay. And what is it about you personally that you feel would make you a good representative for the people?
Because I myself have a huge heart for people and understand the business community to the fullest. This past 4 years has just been unbelievable for the business community. And this is why I've chosen to step up to represent the business community.
Okay. So we'll just get you to comment kind of in general on the current term. What are some things that you think went well? What are some things that you think maybe could have been handled a little bit differently?
I have no comment on that.
Okay.
Meaning that I don't think anything went well.
Okay. What are some things, I guess, that specific things that you think didn't go so well?
Jackson Pool, Centennial Park, top two right there.
Okay.
You mismanaged all those funds at Centennial Park. So it's just unbelievable and unspeakable. If you're running a 3-run circus at City Hall, in a business road, you'd be closed. No.
Okay. So if you are elected, I've kind of heard from some people that there's just a general distrust towards City Hall. Depending on what side you're on, that's not the point here. There's just kind of a feeling of distrust from certain people. So if you are elected, how do you think that you could kind of restore that trust between the taxpayer and their representatives?
Yes, this is going to take over time because the business community, I know that for sure, we're putting out 28 positions in the city for Jackson Pool. They have no trust for maintaining assets in the city. So we have to bring it forward to people to trust us, right? And you have to earn that trust to the people.
Right.
So it's just going to take a little time. It's not going to happen overnight.
Right.
Right. And it takes a group of people to do that, working as a team. So.
Okay. So just kind of put in the time is
right.
really the only way.
Yes.
Okay. So in terms of public input, obviously Jackson Pool is near and dear to your heart. So could you tell us a little bit about your efforts towards saving Jackson Pool and the public input on that topic?
Yes, I spearheaded it with Darren Nesbitt and Michelle Parks to save the pool. We put out a number of petitions and 2,000 signatures. The city, Sarnia citizens wanted that pool back. Creating the master plan for the parks, to me, was just an illusion by City Hall. To slow the process down and let the pool rot. We got to refocus back when the new council comes in and looking at reopening that pool back up.
Okay. So you also mentioned, Centennial Park as another issue that happened that you were unhappy with. Could you comment further on your unhappiness towards that project?
How does someone spend $13.5 million on a project with overruns? We have a city manager, Margaret, overseeing a project with all these overruns. Personally, she should be fired.
Okay. Part 3 of the interview, I just like to get candidates to kind of talk more specifically about some of the issues that they want to bring and kind of their thoughts on Sarnia as a whole. So first question for that section, what do you think are the top 3 most important issues that face the people of Sarnia?
Addiction. Addiction is a huge problem in Sarnia. And I'm proposing to build a 60-bed facility here, a private facility in Sarnia called the Angels House. And I will fundraise that project to have that put in place. I don't believe in detox. Coming myself from Westover treatment facility, detox is only an in-and-out program. We need a facility here in Sarnia that oversees people, and as they journey on to a new life, they're there for them.
Right.
We need to clean that up.
Okay.
So, growth. If you drive into Sarnia, what do you see? The population size is 76,000 people. I don't think that's ever changed. Have you seen it change?
No.
No. So we need aggressive people out there marketing our community. My first job in Sarnia was at Holmes Foundry for American Motors, then it changed to Chrysler. Back in 1998, I was making 23 bucks an hour on an assembly line. Those jobs are not here. We need big paying jobs here. And no, Chemical Valley's great, but we need to focus on other big paying jobs to locate here. You drive through Strathroy, what do you see on the highway? Automotive. London, automotive. They should be here. Right? We're right down the border. So.
And, oh, sorry.
The last one, infrastructure.
Yeah.
When was the last time you drove on Plank Road?
Yeah. So there's, last number I heard was 300 million in backlog, and that's just what's totally falling apart, not including all the other stuff that just needs some kind of general maintenance and repairs. So what do you think about that infrastructure deficit, and also in relation to balancing that budget? So kind of repairing the infrastructure, but
yes,
with a
you have to pick them by prioritize.
Yeah.
If you're coming off Highway 40 into Plank Road, which has got one of the biggest contractors, Councillor, in the city, which is helping build Nova, you drive down that street and you're losing your teeth. That road should be made over to 4 lanes. So we have a new section of road on that property all the way through there. So there's certain roads we've got to look at here. So coming out of town and driving through that is just unacceptable to me. So.
Okay. And how do you think that we could attract new business to Sarnia?
Yeah, I'll put a committee together, an aggressive committee, and focus on IT jobs are huge. Kids today are going into the computer programming. We can locate these people here, so they keep our kids here in Sarnia. Our kids today are flocking to other big cities and enjoying different kind of jobs, and we got to focus on that and bringing them here. We can't be just known as the Chemical Valley.
Right.
So yeah.
And what are some thoughts that you have to, you mentioned IT, but some other options to kind of retain our youth, and maybe things for them to do now while they are still here?
You're going to have to create options for kids. If you look at all the international kids coming here to Lambton College, they're all choosing into engineering and other projects like that. And then they leave here and they go to Montreal and they go to Toronto. So how do you retain those kids? We need to focus on that to keep them here, which is into getting these companies here to locate here. Right.
So if you are elected, what could we expect from you as a leader of our city?
You're going to expect just a down-to-earth guy that respects everybody and respects the business world and has a heart for people. Okay. And you've got about 27 other people that are also running for the 4 seats for city councillor. Why should we vote for you as opposed to some of the other 27? I wouldn't just say you have to vote for me. I would also say to pick candidates that you think is the best. Every one of them are probably all of the best. You're just going to have to decide who they are and what's going to be the focus for that. As for myself, like I said, running a business and to promoting the city is what I do the best, and putting on events. And like I said, and cleaning up the addiction is my focus. So. Okay. So that's kind of it for some of the general questions that I wanted to touch on from you. But I just want to give you the opportunity if there's anything I missed, and just kind of your final message for the people of Sarnia. Yes, let's clean up this place on addiction. It's huge to me. I could probably sit here and cry about that, but I need to get that cleaned up. So please give that some thought and give me a vote. Thank you. Okay, great. So thanks again for watching, guys. This is Dan Harding. If you like what Dan has to say, the poll's open online. You can also vote by telephone on October 11th through to October 22nd, the election day. Dan Harding. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.